Now who talks say we know they come back again? We they come back bigger, stronger and better. This time around, my brother. Indigenous people of Biafra IPOB don't come again with obungalicious, acrobatic, dumbakalakoshik movement action. This one go break everywhere. Now earthquake in they come. This earthquake, they different types. So the first one go come, the second one go come, the third one go come, and the one will go turn the zoo upside down, and we go make the world vibrate. They come. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, my country people of Biafra, on 1st of October, this announcement is so important that you must carry your seat, carry your bench, carry everything, come around, come sit down, come here waiting with the talk. For 1st October, nothing like march past, nothing like anything, nothing like a movement in Biafra land. No school go march past, no motor go run. Now total lockdown, sit at home, proper. On that day, 1st October, any school, any motor, we try anything where you see, now your fault. We no one see fly. We no one see your fowl for road. We no one see your goat. We no one see any shop for street open. After we don't talk, people go say, okay, now so they did. As in do they talk now, oh then they gamara no book on this one. When we they talk now, and make we tell you exactly what thing go happen. From that 1st of October, we no one see any zoo flag for any building, for any establishment, for any school, for any church, anywhere at all, except for bank. Draw your ear. The only place where we live say make this zoo flag remain na banks. Any other place, no more. Here and now, if we catch you, you go do salute, you go do march past. The school we go deal with them, the principal we go deal with them, the motorway carrier we go deal with them. Because now we don't come out, we say we don't come out. You think say we don't go back, we never go back. Because if we la so now make we they bring this notice to you. This message they come from the indigenous people of Biafra, the owners of the land, the original owners of the land, under the leadership of Mazen Namde Kano or Hamadike Wananebu, the man that have refused every nonsensical nonsense and garbage from the zoo. With the tell
nke pụrụ m ihe niile Chukwu okike abịa banye ndefe na aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro, iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị ndụ n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile oto niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọbụla na ya ka ike niile nọ n'ọbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezi oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbagba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna n'ihe na-egwu nke niile etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much. And remember, in this channel, we speak up for the people who are being oppressed in the contraption called Nigeria. We speak up about the plight of the Oduduwa people, the plight of the Middle Beltans, and mostly the plight of the indigenous people of Biafra, the Biafra people. We talk about every indigenous tribe in the contraption called Nigeria that has been intimidated. We bring their problem to the front burner and tell the world what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. The conventional media is not doing us any favor. They are not telling the story the way it's supposed to be. That is where we are online on daily basis, bringing the real information to you, how it happens, where it happened, and how it all takes place. That is what we are saying. The truth and nothing but the truth. For the Biafrans, don't forget to join the 150 days prayer that we are making with our Sun Namazin Nadikan. He himself initiated that prayer before he left us. And today, that prayer has continued. That prayer has remained the only means you can hear directly from Asmin Lamazin Nadikan. If you are praying earnestly with him, you will never be deceived. You will never be confused. You will never be pushed aside. Pray more, pray more, pray more. A lot is happening. A lot of miracles is happening. A lot of things are unfolding because of this prayer. We are moving forward. Please join the prayer if you have not joined. Chukwu Kabiama is going to answer us. Today, we are going to talk about the situation in the southeastern part of Nigeria again. Remember, the Biafrans have decided that there will be no more election in Biafra land, starting from Anambra State. This is an agreement that has been reached by every Biafran. We have accepted and noticed that the people who we are electing to go and represent us are not representing us. Everybody who is in the political stand in that very contraption called Nigeria, in the southeastern part of Nigeria, does not represent the people. The only person that we can vividly see that he is representing the people is Abaribe. Abaribe have made a case for us several times on the national television, even in the Senate, in all platforms. He has been speaking up. This is the only man we can hit our chest and say we have. He is with us in secret and in open. He is always there for us. Apart from Abaribe, there is no other person selected in that very part of the country called the Southeast that is representing the people. That is the truth and nothing but the truth. The same thing is happening all over Nigeria, in as much as some people have decided to keep silent and embrace their own evil. In the southeastern region, the southeasterners have refused to embrace their evil, and they are fighting against that evil on different stands by all means possible. The Ududuwa people are doing the same, standing their ground to fight against the evil that is overcoming them. And the Middle Belters are coming up also. The North, if they like, they can fight against the evil that have overshadowed them. If they keep silent, it is going to swallow them. We don't want our own evil to swallow us. That is why the Biafrans are shouting and speaking on a daily basis. People call us noisemakers. People call us jobless people. Call us different kinds of names. They call us miscreant and all manner of names. We are not shaken and we don't mind. We don't care what they call us. But we will continue to say the truth. The truth and nothing but the truth and not a propaganda. That is where we are coming online on a daily basis. The people in the southeastern region have decided that there will be no more election in the southeastern region. It doesn't matter who is concerned. It might be your brother, it might be your sister, it might be your pastor, it might be your reverend, it might be your native doctor, it might be your imam. We are not going to be involved in any election in Biafra land. Biafrans are speaking in one voice. And because of this decision that Biafra have taken, you can see the political sector have come together to drive another means. The Janjaweed government that we know what they can do, they have another means to come and kill our people indiscriminately. They have derived another means to kill our people in order to frame us up. Those of us who are Biafrans, the ESN, the IPOB members, every Biafran in the Biafra land, remember, they have called us terrorists. They named us terrorists in order to be able to kill us. But were you not surprised that when this very imposter went to the United Nations to make a speech, he never called us terrorists? When the imposter, go and listen to the speech that the imposter made in the United Nations. When he's making his statement in the United Nations, he called the Boko Haram terrorists, but he never mentioned IPOB. He never mentioned the indigenous people of Biafra as terrorists. What does that tell you? They know what they are doing. The world knows that we are not terrorists, and he dare not mention such in such kind of a stand. If he does, that marks the end of the whole story. Because they want to continue to push it under the carpet, they only continue to peddle that lie in their media in Nigeria. Each time you see them talking about IPOB in their media, talk about the indigenous people of Biafra, they say proscribed. They call us terrorists. But when they go to the international stand, they are so scared they cannot stand their word. These are the kind of people we are dealing with, and we have to be careful. That is why we have to fight them on all angles. And while you are fighting them, you must have to have your eyes open and be smart. They are playing all manner of games against us, using even our own people to fight against us. But we will not relent. That is why you have to be watchful in every move you make. Today, you can see what is happening. The southeastern region have spoken in a loud voice that they are no longer part of any election in Biafra land. And because of this decision, they have decided to introduce their unknown gunmen again to kill innocent people. They know very well that on the day of election, that the Biafrans will not step out to vote. So they have decided to cause so much mayhem in Biafra land. They want to cause so much problem so that there will be no room for that election, and then they will end up concocting whatever they want to do and post into the southeastern region. This has been their plan, their strategy. They did it in Imo State. When they did that of Imo State, you saw what they did in Imo State. You saw what they did, what they used their DSS to do in Imo State. Went and broke in a prison, released good number of people in prison in order to frame up IPOB. But Chukwuokika Biama, who lives in heaven, always watching and seeing what is happening, Chukwuokika Biama forced the governor of that Imo State, who is a criminal, who is an imposter, who is an enemy himself, through him, used him to speak up for IPOB. He came out and said that the breaking of the prison was not done by the IPOB members. It wasn't done by Biafrans. It was done by the DSS, their military, people that don't even speak Igbo. We have indicated in that very problem. Today, they have come to play the same script in Anambra State, simply because we said we don't want to be part of the election anymore. All we want is referendum. Biafrans are speaking louder than ever that they want referendum and nothing more. Instead of giving them the referendum, they are bringing death to us, using all manner of means to kill people. You can see there's a video that is flying online where the unknown gunmen were going from places to places, killing people, killing innocent Biafrans indiscriminately, taking the life of people. The unknown gunmen. Then they just call them unknown gunmen. As usual, the DSS doing the operation. And at the end of the day, you will see some people murmuring, calling them ESN, some calling them members of IPB, some they call them members of indigenous people of Biafra. This is a blatant lie that they are pushing. And as long as we live, we cannot allow those lies to fly. ESN are doing their job in the bushes. That is where they remain. They are working in the bushes, protecting our farms, protecting our women who go to farm, making sure that our land is not being taken. That is what they are doing. They are not in the street. Mazen Nandekano, from the very first day he instituted ESN, he told us that ESN will have their work in the bush. They will not work in the town. You can't see them in the town. You won't see them in the town. They are always in the bush doing their due diligence as they are being instituted. But today, you see the DSS coming into town to kill people. And they say it's ESN. For the sake of security, every Biafrans, you are warned. Do not associate yourself with any emblem that has to do with politics in Anambra State. Do not drive any car that is having the emblem of any political party. Do not stay in a house that has any political party flag. Do not stay in a shop that has any political party flag. Do not attend any rally if you want to be alive. This is a security information for you to be alive. If you want to be alive, this is the only way to save yourself in Anambra State. If you continue to associate yourself with anything that has to do with the election in Anambra State, you are exposing yourself for death. The DSS are going to come after you and they will kill you. They will come after you. That is obvious. They have done it in the past and they are still going to do it again. They did it during the NSAS. The videos are everywhere when you saw them. You are not hiding. They did it during the time of NSAS. In the open, people captured the video. It's still on media. You can check it up. You can still see it. They did the same in Imo State. They went up to the state of killing Imo State, killing an important personality from the north in Imo State in order to frame IPOB. But at the end of the day, IPOB was vindicated. They are still doing the same in Anambra State as we speak. Killing innocent people in order to frame up IPOB because we said we don't want to be any part of the election. It doesn't matter what they do. We can never have any election in Biafra land anymore. All we want is referendum. Referendum is the only thing that can be conducted in Biafra land. And for the sake of those who are exposing themselves to danger, I saw a video that was posted. They said it's an unknown gunman. And a woman was recording a video with her own family in her own house. Even when her husband told her to stop, she was still recording. I don't know what she intends to achieve in recording the so-called unknown gunmen where they were doing operation. She was recording the unknown gunmen where they were doing the operation, and she was praising them and raising up her hands. Tomorrow, when you are being killed in your house, you'll be asking that if you say somebody pointed your house or somebody pointed you out, you are pointing yourself out for a kill. Each time you raise your video to cover unknown gunmen wherever they are doing operation, you are exposing your life to danger. Because the DSS who are doing this operation can be able to trace you where you are. Look at that woman who was endangering her own family, recording from her own house, from her window. Even a layman can be able to dictate where that place is, can be able to fish her out and kill her. She exposed herself, exposed her family, exposed everybody in that very environment. Tomorrow, the DSS will come after you and kill you as unknown gunmen. Then, you begin to cry that somebody pointed your house. Nobody pointed your house, you pointed yourself out. For security reasons, if you want to stay alive, do not record any place you see unknown gunmen doing any operation. Do not use your phone to make any recording. Every recording you make with your phone where unknown gunmen are making operation, you are exposing people to danger. You are exposing the life of people to danger, and people are going to die because of your stupidity. You have to be careful. Even if you want to commit suicide, don't get other people involved. If you want to commit suicide, go ahead and commit suicide, but do not get other people involved. That woman that was doing that recording on that video have exposed everybody that is living in that area. You see people came out, they were cheering up this, ignorantly cheering up this unknown gunmen. Ignorantly, they came out and they were cheering unknown gunmen, cheering them up. And what do you expect the DSS to do? The DSS who are still doing this operation, when you are exposing them, they will trace you in that very environment through your video, through your phone. Your IP is exposed in your video. As you post the video, the IP of that video is on that very video, and they are going to get you. And before you know it, you'll be a dead person. Tomorrow, you begin to blame your neighbor, you begin to blame somebody who pointed you or somebody who didn't point you. You are pointing yourself out for a kill. That is what it means. So I advise, anybody who sees the so-called unknown gunmen doing the operation, save your life and run away. Escape from that very environment. Do not record any video. You are exposing your life to danger when you are recording them. You are exposing your life to danger because they can trace you with that video you are posting. It doesn't matter where you post the video from. And you are exposing the people who are living in that very environment. Each time you post a video, the DSS will trace the video to the very place that was recorded. And the people there, the young men over there, will be killed as innocent, as unknown gunmen. Houses will be burnt. They will be claiming that they killed unknown gunmen. Meanwhile, they are killing innocent people because they were being exposed. This is a warning. If you like, you take it. If you like, you leave it. But the only way you can stay alive is what I'm telling you now. We do not want more Biafrans to die. Biafrans have lost a lot already. We have lost more than 5 million people in Biafra land and still losing up to today. A lot of people are missing. Nobody can give account of them. We want people to be alive to witness Biafra, not in death, but in life. That is why we are trying to give you every clue that will make you stay alive. Give you every information that will keep you alive. If you want to be alive, follow all these informations. You will be alive. Stay away from anything that has to do with election. Stay away from it. Any banner that carries any political party, it doesn't matter the party. It doesn't matter the party, stay away from it. Stay away from any banner that carries the symbol of any political party. In your house, if it is your house, take it down. If it's in your shop, go away from that shop, leave the shop. Do not give your house for anybody, for anything that has to do with politics, if you want to stay alive. If they dash you a car with the emblem of a political party, do not ride that car. Don't bring it out. Don't even accept it. They give you a bike with a symbol of political party. Do not use it. If you do so, you are exposing your life to danger, and believe you me, you are going to die. I bet you will die. If you want to stay alive, stay away from all these things. These are the only way people can be alive in Southeastern region, more especially Anambra State as we speak. That is the hot zone. Biafrans have taken their decision and nothing can change that decision. Biafrans are not willing to participate in any election in Anambra State, and no amount of intimidation, no amount of propaganda can make Biafrans to conduct election. They will not. All we want is referendum in Biafra land. It is either referendum or nothing. That is what we want, and that is what is going to happen. For the seat at home that we are holding for Asula Badina Dekano, if you have not started preparing yourself, prepare yourself for the seat at home. Remember, October 1st is a seat at home, total lockdown, a ghost town. Nobody dares come out on that very day of their so-called Independent Day. People who are celebrating independence, who doesn't have independence. People who are not even sure of themselves. a country that is more divided than ever. They talk of celebration. Biafrans are out. They are not good. We are not part of it. We are waiting to celebrate our Biafran independence. That is what we celebrate. That is the only thing that can be celebrated. We cannot be part of any independent day, and on that day is a sit at home. Prepare yourself. There is no movement on that so-called 1st October. You are going nowhere. Do not participate in anything that is not government going to hold. These are the ways you can stay alive in the Biafra land. These are ways you can stay alive in Biafra land. Stop endorsing evil. Stop involving yourself in things that will kill you. This is a warning. Accept it and leave. Reject it and die. That is all we can do. We always try and bring you information that will keep you alive. Information that will make you know the direction to follow. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have put everything in place for you and I. He has given us every strategy that will make us to live. Remember the sit at home on Monday. This sit at home was something that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu got from the furnace of prayer. And today, sit at home has become the strongest tool we can use to stay alive while we are protesting. We cannot protest outside. You cannot speak outside. You can't even speak on national media. When you speak, they come after you. The only thing is to be silent and sit at home and pray. Do that every Monday. And every other day that you can, continue to do that. 1st October, complete shutdown. Wherever you are as a Biafran, join the struggle. Share the video to all platforms. Share it to your family and friends. Share the video to everybody that need to hear our voice. Let them know what is going on in the country called Nigeria. That is where we can stay alive. Do not be silent. Don't allow them to change the narrative. What we are saying you is the truth and nothing but the truth. And this is exactly what is happening in the country called Nigeria. Stop making a video of the unknown gunmen wherever you see them. These are members of DSS and they are going to trace you with the video you are making and take your life. At the same time, frame you as an unknown gunman or woman. That woman that did that video is going to regret her life for what she did. Exposing her own family. All in the name of making a video. Laughing and cheering evil. May God have mercy on all of you.
Now who talks say we know they come back again? We they come back bigger, stronger and better. This time around, my brother. Indigenous people of Biafra IPOB don't come again with obungalicious, acrobatic, dumbakalakoshik movement action. This one go break everywhere. Now earthquake in they come. This earthquake they different types. So the first one go come, the second one go come, the third one go come, and the one will go turn the zoo upside down, and we go make the world vibrate. They come. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, my country people of Biafra, on 1st of October, this announcement is so important that you must carry your seat, carry your bench, carry everything, come around, come sit down, come here waiting with the talk. For 1st October, nothing like march past, nothing like anything, nothing like a movement in Biafra land. No school go march past, no motor go run. Now total lockdown, sit at home, proper. On that day, 1st October, any school, any motor, we try anything where you see, now your fault. We no one see fly. We no one see your fowl for road. We no one see your goat. We no one see any shop for street open. After we don't talk, people go say, okay, now so they did. As in do they talk now, oh up me berry. Then they gamara no up me berry on this one. When we they talk now. And make we tell you exactly what thing go happen. From that 1st of October, we no one see any zoo flag for any building, for any establishment, for any school, for any church, anywhere at all, except for bank. Draw your ear. The only place where we live say make this zoo flag remain na banks. Any other place, no more. Here and now, if we catch you, you go do salute, you go do march past. The school we go deal with them, the principal we go deal with them, the motorway carrier we go deal with them. Because now we don't come out, we say we don't come out. You think say we don't go back, we never go back. Because if we la is right now, so now make we they bring this notice to you. This message they come from the indigenous people of Biafra, the owners of the land, the owners of the land, the original owners of the land, under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, or Hamadike Wananebu, the man that have refused every nonsensical nonsense and garbage from the zoo. with the tenure.
Say, we'll side with the oppressor. It's only in Nigeria where the victim becomes the accused. You came into Olo, Hope Uzodinma tried to give you land in Olo to build a Fulani settlement, and we said no to it. That's all. To talk about Olo crisis. And now they're trying to blame IPOB, they're trying to blame Eastern Security Network. But all of you are aware of the fact that Nigeria Army and Nigeria Police are essentially Fulani Janje with terrorists in uniform. The newspapers, all the articles, everywhere, the national discourse is replete with instances of Fulani being supplied by the military, as you're going to listen to later on. But nothing happens. When you try to fight back, you become the victim. And we are saying we are fed up of being victims. We can no longer be victims anymore. If you kill us, we will kill you. I'm saying it live on video, so you can share the video all over the world if you want. If you come to our land to kill us, we will kill you. As simple as that. It may take us some time, but eventually we'll overwhelm you. Well, in the end, we always win. As I warned them in Benue, we are in Benue. In all of our communities in Benue State, and we're not living there until we are certain that the lives and properties of our people there are firmly secured. Any day we learn to stop blaming the victims, this world will be a better place. I'm directing this very statements to the US Ambassador, to the UK High Commissioner, to the EU presence in the zoo, and the UN as well. I know all of you will do nothing. We are not Muslims, so you're not going to help us. That's obvious. We know that for sure. But we have something that you do not have. We have the grace, the might, and protection of God Almighty in heaven. And we know that God exists. And as long as He liveth, as my name is Nnamdi, my Redeemer liveth, as long as God lives in heaven, all of you can never triumph against us. Ojukwu said it before, and you said he failed. We know why he failed, because God said the time wasn't right. I want to show them, my children, what is called Biafra, that very kingdom. They have to fight their way into it. If that is the option you leave for us, then by all means, we'll oblige you. But Biafra must come, or we all die. It's as simple as that. There's no alternative. People must understand the rage that is boiling within us. You must understand how angry we are. We may look normal to you, but we are very, very angry, believe you me. And by the time we are done with Nigeria, the name won't exist. That I can assure you. You people are now beginning to see the type of madness that we are capable of unleashing. And more is coming. And I do not hide it, because you hate us anyway. This conspiracy against Biafra, for no reason, we've done nothing wrong to anyone. But you despise us and you hate us. You want us to die because God gave us oil and gas. You want to take over our land. It's not going to happen. And we're not apologizing or begging anybody to please read this letter. They are raping our women. They raped our women. Did you do anything about it? They went to the UK High Commissioner. They were telling them, oh, we can't do anything about it. Rape victims. But you're doing something about defending Fulani. You are defending Fulani. But rape victims in front of you cannot defend them. And you're neutral. And you want Nigeria to continue. So you want me to stay in a Nigeria where my women will be raped every day. Nobody will do anything about it. And I'll be clapping for you. One Nigeria, I'll be clapping for you. Check it up, mad people everywhere. People are insane. You want me to stay in a country where the Fulani police and soldiers can come and take our women, rape them anyhow they like. Even before they release them, they charge us. Do you know how much we have spent? We have spent nearly 9 million naira to secure the release of people who were abducted and raped. Victims of state crime. Britain didn't say anything. UN never uttered a word. EU, nothing. US, nothing. And you want me to be in that country? I think some people are mad. Very, very insane indeed. If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop. God knows we can never stop until Biafra is restored. We are peace-loving people. We abhor death and killing of another soul. It's in our nature, that's how we are. But because of that, they have been coming and killing us all these years. We've kept quiet. They've been killing and killing and killing quiet. We have a case at the ICC. We have a case at Africa Union. We have a case at, what else again? Pending before the UN in New York. We've been to Geneva to tender our case. Before UN, till today, nothing. In fact, the more we complain to them, the more they come to abduct and rape our children, the more they come to kill us, the more they want to take over our land and our forests. And who told them that's going to be possible in our time? In a time, in a movement that I lead, you think you can come into our land and take it over? Oh dear. That means you don't know who we are. 30 pastors arrested for doing nothing. Have you heard about any imams being arrested in the north? No. Do you want me to stay in one Nigeria with you after this level of injustice? Is that what you think? No, it is not going to happen. Not now, not tomorrow. There are two things plaguing them in the zoo: lies and deceit. If not for the coming of IPOB, of Radio Biafra, all of you would have lived and died in the ignorance that Ojukwu caused a war. That's what they were writing. Britain helped them to write it. Ojukwu was a rebel, a secessionist, because we had no media. That is why they're paying Facebook billions upon billions of US dollars to stop this truth from coming out. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Go on is alive, go and ask him. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Ojukwu went and negotiated restructuring with you in Aburi. You came back, Britain told you not to agree because Britain realized that all the component units of Britain knows that if you go back to regionalism, you will have economic growth. The country will do very well. But Britain doesn't want it. That was why they even instigated the Nzogwu coup, so-called Nzogwu coup, saying they will bring Awolowo to become the head of state. They knew what was going to happen. They wanted to truncate the economic miracle of Dr. Michael. But what I'm telling you are fast. Go and investigate for yourself. In the East, you had the fastest growing economy in the whole world, over 40% every year. In the West, Awolowo was performing his own miracle as well. Even in the North, Ahmadu Bello and Tafawa Balewa were doing very well. You had all those massive industries in the North. You even had Alamajiris that were employed in the North, meaningfully employed, gainfully employed. They were all doing very well. Britain said, no, for us to control these people, we need to impoverish them. Let us introduce this war. There was a coup by Nzogwu. And after that, there was the massacre of, as usual, massacre of our people in the North. Ojukwu said, I have to secure my land and my people. They said, no, let's go to Aburi to discuss it. Ojukwu went to Aburi and agreed restructuring. That's something now you're asking for. To tell you how foolish Nigerians are. They're very foolish. That same nonsense you're asking for now was discussed many years ago. Ojukwu sat down in Aburi with Gowon and decided that regionalism was the best way forward. Restructuring, going back to who you were, 1963 Constitution, 1963 Constitution. Be on your own and pay tax to the central government, as they have in America, as they have even in Britain. Britain, you have Scotland that is almost independent. Wales, the same thing. Everybody is free. But Britain doesn't want the same thing they're enjoying to happen in Nigeria. Why? Ask yourself that question. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria is your enemy. I'll prove it to you now. Ojukwu negotiated devolution, regionalism. The North will be on their own, the West on their own, even Midwest on their own, and then the East on their own. It's the same one Nigeria. On their way to the airport, before they boarded the aircraft, a call came from Lagos, from the British High Commissioner in Lagos to Gowon, telling Gowon not to agree, after having signed the agreement. That same Gowon you're looking at today, God kept me alive so that he can witness the destruction he will bring upon that very zoo called Nigeria. Gowon said no. Do you know all the journalists in Nigeria, none of them have ever gone to Gowon to ask him, why did you say no to Aburi? Aburi was restructuring. None of those agitating for restructuring right now has ever gone to Nigeria to say, but Ojukwu negotiated restructuring. What happened? They came back and they said, no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to continue to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible for causing a war, when opposite is the case. If not now, that after many years of hammering on this very topic, it has now sunk into the skull of the people that Gowon was the aggressor, not Ojukwu. That's how Nigeria is, always blaming the victim. And we lost over 5 million people during that very genocidal war. They killed over 5 million Biafrans. They wanted to wipe us away from the face of this very earth. But we survived it, and we are here today. Those they gave birth to, they have come. And this time with a wrath that you cannot even begin to imagine. And Biafra must come. It must come. Two things are bothering the zoo right now. You know, when God wants to destroy a nation, it comes in many ways. One, Buhari is dead. They brought in a fake. It is now dawning on the people very slowly that there is no more Buhari. People are now beginning to realize it. What I find astonishing are people that they claim are stakeholders in the zoo, those who should know better, those who should be, should I say, lead this very campaign to uncover the truth. They're all running away, they're all hiding. Do you know why they're hiding? Because the people talking about a late dead Buhari are those that oil and gas comes from their region. And they all think that they need oil and gas to survive. That is why they're all quiet. If not that Dino Malaya came out a few days ago, of course Obasanjo said it, even Aisha Buhari said it, but the husband is dead. They all pretended as if they didn't know. And we know that Buhari is dead. And when that very issue erupts the way and manner it would, later on in the coming weeks and months, the zoo cannot contain the fallout. That is number one. Number two is that everybody keeps talking about there seems to be no government, there is no direction because Buhari is not there. That is why you have no direction. That is why the country seems to be drifting. That is why there is no sense of purpose, no cohesion, because there is no Buhari. So what you have are competing interests and ideas from the Fulani cabal that is ruling the zoo, ruling all of you. You know that little boy is not Buhari. Everybody knows that. How many Buharis are you going to have before you begin to reason and begin to think? When I said it, they said it was conspiracy theory, and I said with time, today people are coming out to confirm what we have always known. What we have always known, that Buhari is dead. That is why you have what is called a drift in the government. That is why there is no clear focus, there is no clear-cut direction, not at all. If not that I talked about Aisha Buhari in my last broadcast, I wouldn't have brought her out today to speak. And she only issued a statement. Nobody saw her. She's in Dubai having fun with her boyfriend, your first lady. And I asked them, in whose reign or regime in Nigeria or anywhere else in the world do you have a first lady missing in office? Only in Nigeria. But you as a Nigerian cannot ask any questions because of the way you reason. The problem you have as a Nigerian is in your brain. The way you reason is flawed. Ask yourself this question. If this woman's husband is alive, what is she doing in Dubai? And with who in Dubai? Simple question. But you can't ask yourself that question because you're a Nigerian. Sometimes you don't reason very well. It is not meant to be an insult. I'm just telling you the fact of life. Buhari is no longer alive. The various Fulani groups within, some are sponsoring terrorists from all over the place to come to your land to kill you. And you want to be in the same country with the same people that imported terrorists to come to kill you. I don't understand it. You see, I am struggling to understand how some of you reason. They call themselves your patrons. They say that you are Nigerians. Is that correct? Why would a fellow Nigerian go outside to the Sahel to pay people to come to kill you? their fellow Nigerian. And after killing you, they say that those murderers and killers are now entitled to live in your forests and in your farmlands. Are all of you okay at all? Because I am struggling to understand how you people reason. The reason why I'm saying this is this. The gullible ones amongst you are the ones they are deceiving. They are deceiving all of you. And for some perverse reason, you tend to fall for it. But we have not fallen for it. And wonders shall never end. You saw the little boy that they were giving, they said they're giving him COVID-19 vaccine. And I ask you in all honesty, there are pastors and truth tellers and men of God, I believe, in Nigeria. Look at the hand of that boy. You've seen the pictures and the videos everywhere. Is that the hand of an 80-year-old man?
May Chukwu continue to guide and protect us in the Mazin Nanikano. May Chukwu continue to give Mazin Nanikano more revelation. May Chukwu continue to lead Mazin Nanikano to victory. May Chukwu give him strength, give him good health, bring him back to us very soon. I have no doubt that our son Mazin Nanikano is coming back to us very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from, and remember blessed. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.